Hello, my name is Ashish Udgave. I am working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yedrao, Itsalganji. I am welcome to all in the lecture of Basic Concepts, Module number 1. In last video, we have solved the problems on resolution of forces and examples on pentagon and hexagon. Today, in video number 6, we are going to cover the concepts, the basic terms like moment of force, couple, law of movement, Varinus theorem of movement, etc. System of coplanar non-concurrent forces. If all the forces in the system lie in a single plane and the lines of action of all the forces do not pass through a single point, the system is said to be coplanar non-concurrent force system. Three such systems are shown in this figure. The parallel force system shown in figure B and C are special cases of non-concurrent force system. Movement of a force. The movement of force about a point is the measure of rotational effect of the force. Movement of force about a point is defined as the product of the magnitude of the force and the perpendicular distance of the point from the line of action of the force. The point about which the movement is considered is called as movement center, and the perpendicular distance of the point from the line of action of the force is called as a movement arm. In other words, it is the rotational effect produced by a force on a body on which it acts. It is equal to the magnitude of the force multiplied by perpendicular distance of the point from the line of action of the force. Classification of movements according to direction of rotation. When a force is applied on a body, it may be rotated either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Accordingly, the movement is taken as a clockwise or anti-clockwise movement. In figure A, due to force F, body rotates in a clockwise direction, therefore it is a clockwise movement. In figure B, due to force F, in figure second, due to force F, body moves in a clockwise direction, therefore it is also a clockwise movement. In figure 3 and 4, due to force F, body rotates in the anti-clockwise direction, therefore it is an anti-clockwise movement. Sign convention. Generally, the clockwise movement is taken as a positive and anti-clockwise movement is taken as a negative. Please note that the movement of a force F about a point O is 0 as the perpendicular distance between the point and the line of action of the force is 0. In other words, if the force is passing through a point about which the movement is to be taken, then the movement of that force about that point is 0. SI unit. In SI system, unit of force is Newton and unit of distance is meter. As the movement is the product of force and the distance, therefore SI unit of movement is Newton meter and is written as Nm. In other units, the other units are kilonewton meter, kilonewton mm, kilonewton centimeter, Newton mm, Newton centimeter, etc. Geometrical meaning of movement of force. The movement of a force about any point is equal to twice the area of a triangle whose base is the line which represents the force and whose vertex is the point about which the movement is to be taken. It can be proved as, consider a figure, let AB be the force and C be the vertex about which the movement is to be taken. Therefore, movement of force F about point C is F into D, since there is positive sign as F. Now we know that F is nothing but AB and D is nothing but perpendicular distance is nothing but OC. Now we will multiply this equation by 2 into 1 by 2. Therefore, 1 half into AB into OC is the formula for area of triangle ABC. Therefore, moment of F about C is equal to twice into area of triangle ABC. That means that the moment of force about any point is equal to twice the area of triangle whose base is the line which represents the force and whose vertex is the point about which the moment is to be taken. Couple is nothing but it is two equal unlike parallel non-collinear forces forms a couple. As the forces are equal and opposite, the resultant is zero. Hence, couple produces only rotary motion without producing any linear motion. Figure 2.65 shows the couple. Here, two forces P and P both are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, parallel. Their lines of action are parallel to each other and separated by a distance A. The lever arm, next point is the lever arm or arm of couple. It is the distance between two forces of a couple is known as lever arm or arm of couple. SI unit of couple. SI unit of couple is same as that of moment, that is Newton meter. The other units are kilonewton meter, kilonewton centimeter, kilonewton mm, Newton centimeter, Newton mm, etc. Types of couple. When a couple act on a body, the body may be rotated in a clockwise or anti-clockwise manner. Accordingly, the couple is called as clockwise or anti-clockwise couple. First figure shows the clockwise couple and second figure shows the anti-clockwise couple. Properties of the couple. First property of couple is that resultant of forces of a couple is zero. That is, R is equal to P minus P is equal to 0. Number second, the moment of couple is equal to the product of one of the forces and the arm of couple. Third property is that moment of couple about any point is constant. For example, let moment of couple is equal to P into A. Consider figure 2.67. Now, moment of couple about point C we will consider. Therefore, moment of couple about point C is equal to P into A, and moment of couple about point D also becomes P into A. That is nothing but moment of couple about any point is constant. From equation 1 and 2, moment of couple about any point is constant. Fourth property of couple is that a couple can be balanced only by another couple of equal and opposite movement. And fifth property of the couple is that two or more forces are said to be equal when they have same sense, that is either clockwise or anti-clockwise, and movement. Sixth property is that any number of coplanar couples can be represented by a single couple, the moment of which is equal to algebraic sum of moment of all the couples. Consider the figure ABC. Moment of couple for figure A is 5 Newton meter in clockwise direction. Moment of couple B, which is shown in figure B, is 2 Newton meter, and moment of couple 3, which is shown in figure C, is 9 Newton meter, which is also in clockwise direction. The algebraic sum of moment of these three couples is 16 Newton meter in clockwise direction. Hence, these three couples can be represented by a single figure, which is shown in figure 2.71, whose moment is 16 Newton meter clockwise. Here, two equal forces are of 8 Newton and lever arm of the couple is 2 meter. Therefore, moment is equal to 8 into 2 is equal to 16 Newton meter. Law of movement. In equilibrium, when number of coplanar forces act on a body, the sum of clockwise movements about any point in their plane is equal to sum of anticlockwise movements about the same point. This law is used to find the beam reaction, forces in frames, etc. Varigny's theorem. French mathematician Varigny gave the following theorem, which is also known as principle of movements. The statement of this theorem is that the algebraic sum of moments of system of coplanar forces about a moment center is equal to the moment of the resultant force about the same moment center. In other words, it can be stated as when the number of forces are acting on a body, then the algebraic sum of moments of all the forces about any point is equal to the moment of the resultant about the same point. Now we will prove this statement in following theorem. By referring figure 3.3, let R be the resultant force, resultant of forces F1 and F2, and O be the movement center. Let D1, D2 be the movement arms of forces F1 and F2, and D be the movement arm of resultant force R respectively. Then in this case we have to prove that moment of the resultant, that is nothing but R into D, is equal to algebraic sum of moment of all the forces is equal to F1 into D1 plus F2 into D2. That is nothing but we have to prove that R into D is equal to F1 D1 plus F2 D2. Now join OA and consider it as a y-axis, then draw x-axis to it with A as the origin. Please refer figure 3.3b. Let the resultant R makes an angle theta with x-axis. That means nothing that angle AOB is also theta. Now we can write as R into D is equal to R into D is nothing but OA cos of theta. Now we will alternate OA into R cos theta. Now R cos theta is nothing but R into X, which is horizontal component of resultant force. Therefore we get RD is equal to OA into Rx. We will call this as the equation number 1, where Rx denotes the component of R in X direction. Similarly, if F1x and F2x are the components of F1 and F2 in X direction respectively, then we can find F1 into D1 is equal to OA into F1x. We will call this as the equation number 2, and F2 into D2 is equal to AO into F2x. We will call this as the equation number 3. From equation 2 and 3 we get F1 plus F1 D1 plus F2 D2 is equal to AO into F1x plus F2x, which is equal to AO into Rx. Now from equation 1 and we will call this as the equation number 4. Now from equation 1 and 4 we observe that F1 into D1 plus F2 into D2 is equal to R into D. Thus we find sum of moment of forces about a moment center is same as the moment of the resultant about the same moment center. If a system of forces consists of more than two forces, the above result can be extended as given below. Let F1, F2, F3, F4 be the four concurrent forces and R be the resultant force. Referring to figure 3.4, let D1, D2, D3, D4 and A be the moment arms of forces F1, F2, F3, F4 and R about a moment center O. In this figure, moment center is O. Now, first of all, we will consider two forces only, like F1 and F2. If R1 is the resultant of forces F1 and F2 and its moment arm is A1, then from the above proof for two force system we get R1 into A1 is equal to F1 into D1 plus F2 into D2. Now, as R1 is the resultant of force F1 and F2, therefore instead of taking these two forces F1 and F2, we will consider R1 only, as resultant force is the same force or is the single force which is having same effect as it is of number of forces. Now we will consider force R1 and F3, and if R2 is the resultant of R1 and F3 and its moment arm from O is A2, then we can say that R2 into A2 is equal to R1 into A1 plus F3 into D3. We have R1 into A1 is equal to F1 into D1 plus F2 into D2. Therefore we can write R2 into A2 is equal to F1 D1 plus F2 D2 plus F3 D. Now, instead of forces R1 and F3, we will consider R2 only, because R2 is the resultant of these forces R1 and F3. Now, by considering R2 and F4, we can write RA is equal to R2 into A2 plus F4 into D4. We know that R2 into A2 is equal to F1 D1 plus F2 D2 plus F3 D3. Therefore, we can write RA is equal to F1 D1 plus F2 D2 plus F3 D3 plus F4 D4. Thus, from this equation, the moment of resultant of the number of forces about a moment center is equal to the sum of the moments of its component forces about the same moment center. In next video, we will solve the problems on non-concurrent force system. Please note that this video is prepared for academic use only. To understand the basic terms like moment of force, couple, law of movement, Varignon's theorem of movement for UG students only. Thank you. Thanks a lot. For any query, please feel free to contact me on mail or on mobile. Thank you.